heating up some lunch, so let's talk about how this book ruined my life. Just kidding, that's way too dramatic, but oh my gosh, I might be one of the only people in the world who hates this novel. Now, why am I talking about this book? Well, I just read this book, really liked the first book, Bride, so I was like, okay, mates, this one's gonna go and have a fun little story about her friend who, at the end of the book, if you haven't read Bride, this will be a spoiler warning for this book and for Bride, but this is the whole point of this book, is that Serena she's a half werewolf. And yeah, I'm stirring my soup right now. But anyway, she finds out that she is a half werewolf, and also that her mate is also this like alpha of the Northwestern Pack. When we're thinking about the Northwestern Pack, this guy Cohen is basically the alpha of Jacob's pack. Okay, so that's where we're going at. We're in the Pacific Northwest. You know, it's very wooded, it's very trees, but oh my gosh, this whole story, she's like, I'm gonna lie to everybody because I think I'm gonna die, and I think I'm gonna die because I'm having these hot flashes and I just like run a temperature and I just like, I don't know. And all these male doctors are like, yeah, you have this disease people who are werewolves get, but like they get when they're like really old. And of course, guess what it isn't? She's not dying. She's going into what's known as heat. And maybe other Omegaverse fans will like this book because it talks about like heat and that kind of stuff. This is my first ever, like, I guess official Omegaverse book because I don't count reading Twilight in middle school like that, okay? Obviously, reading Twilight in middle school is not Omegaverse stuff. So I was like, what the heck? And so she doesn't find out what is actually happening to her until she talks to a female doctor, which is probably the most accurate of this whole book, is that only the female doctors know that she's going into heat because none of these male doctors have any experience. But anyway, basically, this whole book is I'm so horny, I feel like I'm dying. If that is not a more accurate summary of this book, then you should go subscribe somewhere else. 1.5 out of 5 stars. There was nothing going on for her other than, hey, I want to get down and dirty. Because if I don't get down and dirty, I'm going to feel like some kind of way. I'm going to feel crazy. If you were expecting more of a Bride-esque story with like political intrigue and forced proximity, forced romance, that kind of stuff, no, this is just this girl, Serena, being like, I'm so horny, I'm gonna die. Leave your comments down below because I need someone else to tell me that they also hated this book.